Hi everyone, I am Miss Mama Mo One from Mama Mo's Homemade Treasures, and this video is going to be called Mama Mo's Hair Growth Tips. I've written down different tips that I've gotten and I've used, and I've done this list a long time ago, like maybe a year ago, but I wanted to grow my hair first before I start giving tips on how to grow hair. So now that I've grown my hair from a big chop and it's only growing more, I feel now is a good time to just let you guys know the tips that I've used and what's worked for me and my fine thin hair. That's all I can talk about is my hair. Okay? And I've written them down and they're in no particular order. Okay, but the first thing I wrote down is water is your best friend. Water is the only true moisturizer. Now, we all know, especially as black women, we are taught to keep our hair, water is the enemy. And I believe that all the way up until, I guess, almost 2 years ago when I decided to go natural. Water is the only true moisturizer for your hair. Okay? Oils can seal in the moisture, but water is your best friend. It really is. Your hair needs to be hydrated and moisturized to stay healthy and to grow long. Okay? I put water in my hair every single day. I'm sure I can go a day without it, but I don't. I use it in the morning when I'm refreshing my curls. Not always at night, but sometimes at night when I want to, when I'm sealing my ends. But not every night, but definitely every morning, my hair is getting water. It's getting water in two ways. It's getting the from the steam, it's hydrating my curls, and then I have a spray bottle, basically, and you can make your own. It's just a regular spray bottle, and you can get from the 99-cent store. What I'd like to do is boil the water. Sometimes you could add oils if you want to, but make sure you have good sterilized water. And I just spray my hair a little bit and shake it out just to get the curls to loosen up a little bit, because please, every morning when I wake up and take my bonnet off, I look like a ragamuffin. My hair be like, it just be stuck to my head, and I have to get it together to be presentable for the world. Okay? But water, and that is the number one, I would say, even though I just said it's not in any order, the number one thing for your hair is water. Your hair needs water. It really, really does. It needs to be hydrated and moisturized. Okay. Deep condition your hair weekly for 45 minutes or more. Back when I did this list, I did that. I've been slacking off a little bit and I need to get back on it. I really have. I haven't deep conditioned my hair. I tried it. I don't have to, because it's like when I was doing this before. But if you're trying to, get your hair back to healthy and natural and you're transitioning, I definitely recommend it. And there's so many different, and I'm not even talking about store-bought conditioners at all. I guess maybe you can use like VO5 or TRESemmé Naturals, but I like to make my own. I like to add, there's so many different recipes online, but just to give you a few, I like to add, like I use let's say the TRESemmé Naturals will be my base. I'll add honey. I love adding honey. My hair loves honey. I add honey. I'll buy the can of coconut milk. I'll add that to it. It depends on what I want to do. I might add some yogurt. I might add, my son, I be trying to put some conditioners in his head. He'd be like, no, I don't want no food on my hair. Eggs, I haven't done, that's a good for protein. I haven't done it in a while. You have to be very careful with the eggs. Why? Because the egg will, when you wash it out, if you're washing it out with hot water, it will fry in your head, and you will have like clumps of eggs in your hair, and that's not easy to get out. Bananas. Bananas, another thing you also have to be comfortable. I haven't done it in a while, but avocados. I also do, and I've been doing those more lately. I have been doing my little hot oil treatments, and that is just my infused oils with my infused oils, my hair growth oil, and that's just different infused oils. And since I'm talking about it and I have it in my hand, this is how I make my infused oil. This one right here is just rosemary. Okay, so this is going to be infused rosemary oil. I used olive oil as my base, and I just dried rosemary leaves. I just stuffed the whole jar full of them, and then I poured my olive oil. Okay, and this is a bottle of olive oil. I get the big bottles because I use olive oil for everything. I use it in my body scrubs. I use it as a base for my body scrubs. I use it for my hair. Okay, and this is store-bought. I was telling a patient of mine yesterday that, you know, I just put olive oil in my hair, and they're like, olive oil? Yeah, extra vinegar, store-bought olive oil. You go to the store, you go to these places and buy products that say olive oil in it, and guess what? It only has a little bit of olive oil and a whole bunch of chemicals. No, get the real stuff. This is, but I'm going to talk about this some more. But anyway, yeah, I use the olive oil, and I just pour it in. This is a nice big old mason jar, and this sits there. There's two ways you can infuse it. I like the long method. I don't know why, but I just do. I just do. So I let it sit for 3 months, and I don't make batches bigger. Well, I do have one big wine glass, but not wine glass, wine bottle. But other than that, I usually like to keep my batches around this size or smaller, just for the quality of the batch. And it's a process. It's a 3 month process, but you just let it sit. You shake it up a little bit. I just did this one last night, so I haven't stuck the thing on it, and I need to. And let me just, only because I need to know exactly when I started it. But yeah, I just take me a little sticker, and then I'm gonna put April 20th, 2013, and then I know in 3 months, April, May, June, July, this will be ready. And then once you take it out and you drain it, I use a strainer and I drain it. That's my hair growth oil. That's just the rosemary one, but rosemary is great for hair growth. Okay. So the next one is too much heat is bad for your hair. Let your hair air dry as much as possible, and yeah, that helped. My hair would not be this long if I, wore it like this. It would blew it out, and I'm just talking about my hair. And as you can see, I have fine, thin hair. This is how my hair looks straight. Naturally curly. It is thick, full, and very curly. I love my natural hair. I really do. But too much heat is damaging, because it's too much heat. You get damaged. Your hair does not want that heat. So let your hair air dry all the time, in my opinion. If you want to, maybe it's a treat to me. It is a treat. That's why I said I did this for my birthday on Friday. But it is a treat to have your hair like this. This is not something, especially if you're starting out your journey, especially if your hair is like mine. But if you're starting out your journey and you're transitioning stuff, let that break that addiction to the blow dry up. Because I remember the days I used to wake up, my hair would be all puffy, and this is even with a perm, and then I'd be wondering why I got so much split ends. My hair is just, no. Okay? Leave the heat alone. I try to do it at least once every 6 months, but as I stated in the last video, I'm only going to do it maybe once a year. That's like a real treat, because your hair does not need all, especially a flat iron. That is just like, you're just killing your hair. So if you really want to grow, it's like I said, it's not easy to just be like, all right, I want my hair long, and it's a journey. It's going to take, probably up to 2 years just to see any real difference, but it's worth it. But heat is definitely something you got to let go of, and just deal with your hair in the natural state. Get used to dealing with it. And like I said, for me personally, it's easier in my natural state to deal with. Other hair types it might not be, but just like we got used to putting chemicals and wrapping our hair every night and doing everything else to our hair, we can get used to dealing with the hair that God gave us. Okay, so you won't see my hair like this until probably another year, maybe my birthday next year, because I already reached bra strap length. I might as well just go to, see if I can make it to my behind. All right. Okay, the next tip is, and even when in the last tip, I even wrote down, and this is a year ago, because I was just like, if you really want to transition to natural hair, leave the heat alone, at least for a good year, honestly. Never brush wet hair, okay? It is, for real, don't do it. Do not brush, especially like with a brush. Do not take one of these on wet hair. Like, I don't recommend this brush at all. But I've been using it with my straight hair, just like, for right here or something. But basically, do not ever brush your hair while it's wet. Okay? It's very delicate. And most of the time, I would say finger detangle. Okay, the next tip, and this is tip number 5. I'm sorry, I'm not even keeping up with the numbers, but like I said, it's not in no particular order. Wear a silk scarf or bonnet at night, or use a silk pillow. I don't use a silk pillow. I just don't feel like my head. I don't want my head to be sliding, and I'm still used to having my hair covered up. So I love it. I come home from work, take off my earrings, take off, get ready for bed, and all I have to do is throw my bonnet on, and that's it. I'm done for the night. Or I might pineapple my hair, which is, put it all in the front, and and tie it like that. Okay? Either way. Alright, now we're up to number 6, and olive oil is a great moisturizer. Like I was saying before, you go to the store, you buy these products, olive oil, conditioner and everything like that, and it's not even a lot of olive oil. And this is olive oil, and I was like, this was like the most, I love olive oil. This is like the most shocking, this is so moisturizing for your hair. I use this as the base for all my hair growth. I love olive oil. Olive oil has a lot of properties within itself without even adding the extra herbs like the rosemary, thyme, basil, and all those that I just mentioned. You can use all those in sage, nettle, all those. Mix it with some olive oil, let it infuse in like a glass jar, let it infuse, and I'm telling you, besides the no heat, no perm, olive oil is like probably the biggest thing that I can say grew my hair. Because I've heard for a while, even when I was, I used to buy like an olive oil perm, and I've heard about like olive oil products and stuff. But yeah, I'm sorry they don't want you to know, but get yourself some real olive oil. Okay, it's not just good for cooking, it's good for your skin. Okay, there's so many things. Like this chair is squeaky. All I have to do is mix some, and I'm going to do it after this video. I'm going to mix some olive oil, rub some olive oil, and I bet you this squeak goes away. There's so many uses for olive oil. I can do a video just on olive oil alone. I love, love, love. If I could never go without olive oil. I make my body scrubs with it, and my hair absolutely loves it. There's so many other oils, almond oil. There's a lot of different oils that's great for your hair, but this does not weigh my hair down at all. My hair soaks it up, and olive oil is the best. I love me some olive oil, and this came from the supermarket. Okay, you can't get this in a beauty supply. You can get our olive oil product that it probably has olive oil all the way at the end, but you're not going to get the real stuff. So, and I'm talking about, you don't have to just infuse it. You can just use this as your moisturizer and you good. Okay? Alright. Don't use metal picks because it can help, it can break it, and I have been guilty of that. The only reason I use Picks period is I do use it, and I've showed you in other videos. I use it after my hair has dried, after I've done the curly girl method. After my hair is dry, I do use a pick to lift up my roots, but you have to be very careful, and metal picks can break it off. Okay, use a wide tooth comb to detangle that, or even better, use your fingers. Only reason why I even mentioned, because this was back when before I started the curly girl method, I was using I was using wide tooth combs, and I still do, only because my nails, like I have, like you see this little thing on my nail, and I knew when I got it this was not going to be good for my hair, but I still was like, ooh, it's cute, I'm still going to get it. Okay, so that's a reason. Plus, once you get your nails done, the only downfall is when you need a fill-in, all this part becomes, it lifts, okay? And that's like the first sign I know I need a fill-in, because once I am trying to detangle, then the hair gets caught up in the nail. So that's another reason why I would use the wide tooth comb. But, I can just finger detangle it, and that is the best way. Okay, the next tip is use hair scissors, not regular scissors. When you do clip your ends or dust, you want to make sure you're using, basically official scissors. Don't just pick up any random scissor, your son's scissor like this, and go ahead and cut your hair. No, hair scissors are specifically made to cut your hair. It is an investment, but it's worth it, and it's still an investment I have to make, so I'm not gonna go hard with that because I still have to do it. Alright, seal your ends with olive oil or coconut oil. Okay, that will lock in the moisture. Like I said, water is the only true moisturizer, but the olive oil will lock in the moisture. And also, since I mentioned the coconut oil, this is Jamaican Choice 100% pure coconut oil. Okay, this is not no fancy stuff or anything. And this is coconut oil. It's hard because it's not that hot yet, but once it becomes hot, it's going to loosen up. I use this in my hair. Coconut oil and aloe vera juice is great. It's like really great. It almost matches, especially aloe vera, almost matches the moisturizer of water. But coconut oil is also great, and it's another thing I can just do a video on it by itself. And look, I paid $3.79, can you see, for this at the supermarket, and I use this in my hair. You do not have to go and just buy all these products, because you got to remember, when somebody is making a product, they have to put, not all products, but most of these products, most of these well-known products, for the shelf life of the product, they have to put different chemicals. Some of them is not bad, but there's other things like sulfates and all that other stuff. So I like to just start all natural and just, use it as I need it. I'm not going to make a big batch of conditioner. Why would I do it when I'm about to condition my hair? And even if I give it to people or I sell it to somebody, my neighbors, I'll tell them, keep this in the refrigerator. If you're going to use it within a day or two, because my products don't have preservatives. I try to use natural preservatives, but that's not how my products are supposed to be used. My products is, you make it fresh, you use it fresh, and your hair loves it without all that other stuff. So coconut oil, great. Also, I like to melt this down. I use this also in my shea butter. I also use olive oil when I'm making. The only thing I use shea butter in, other than right now when my hair is straight, so I can use it, I will put it in. I do put it in my hair. Other than that, I make my shea butter whips just for my skin. My skin loves it. My son's skin, he has the driest skin in the world, and it just stays moisturized with it. But I don't just use coconut oil. I don't just use shea butter. I mix in coconut oil. You can just melt this stuff down, and it melts really quick. And even if and this is like a new bottle, but even if you put it in your hair, it reacts to heat instantly. So if I just put a little bit of this stuff in my hair right now, it's just going to melt and just dissolve right in my hair. So, and like I said, the supermarket, you know, you don't have to go and then this is what's best. This is the stuff that's best for your hair. So as you know, right now it's hard and it's great for your skin, your hair. Even my boss was saying that it's good for the glasses, for like loosening up things with the glasses. But you see, as soon as it touches my skin, it just dissolves into oil. Love me some coconut oil. Okay, you guys? Alright, the next one is use black soap shampoo. Now, you can get it anywhere. Black soap is available, especially like you can definitely go online and stuff, but there's just so many places where you can get black soap. I mean, I'm talking about, I live in New York, so everything is different here, but you can definitely go online and get raw natural black soap. And black soap is the bomb as far as cleaning. It's all natural. You can make and I have before, you can make hand soap with it, dishwashing liquid is soap, and it's all natural. And there's something in it, like there's something in it that just, I use it on my face almost daily, and it just, you know, it just completely cleans your face and your hair. It leaves your hair squeaky clean without the feeling stripped. That's the main thing, but it really does clean my hair. What I do with it is I use it as a I infuse it. So again, I'm boiling my water, sterilizing my water. I'll get a bottle similar to this bottle, and what I'll do is I'll stuff it with I'll break up the pieces of the black soap. I'll stuff it in there, and I've done a video of like how to make the black soap. You just mix it with water. But if you want to go a step further, what I'll do is for my shampoo is I'll mix other things like rosemary, whatever I want, sage, anything like that I want. I mix the herbs in. I pour the hot boiling water, and I, you know, make sure it's nice and sealed, and I let it sit for like a month. Then like 2 weeks to a month, and then I drain it, and then that's my shampoo. I only use shampoo once a month. I co-wash my hair every 3 days. I co-wash my hair with TRESemmé Naturals, and now the new As I Am. But basically, black soap is great. It's great. That's the only shampoo that's ever going to touch my hair from here on out. Okay? And yeah, so you just mix it with water, and you know, you shake it up, and the black soap dissolves, mixed with the water, and then you have shampoo. Even though it's very watery, it's really, really watery, but a little bit goes a long way. And it does, I like about it because it does set up too. You know, I'm used to not seeing suds, but at least when I just do it on the first of each month. I just make sure I just to get my hair completely clean, but I don't use it every 3 days. That's just something that in my hair thing, that shampoo is not really necessary all the time, just once a month for my hair. Okay. Okay, this is another deep conditioning trick. Deep condition hair with mayonnaise and olive oil for damaged and dry hair, and apply to damp hair. So basically, you know, you can make sure your hair is clean, co-wash it or whatever, and then add some well, you don't even have to really do that, because I'm not gonna say that I do. All I do is like I might spray it down with conditioner and just to get it wet, but then I will add the mayonnaise and olive oil, and it's great. It gives you great moisture. And I haven't did a mayonnaise. I might do one. See, I'm already ready to go back to curls, but I gotta wait. So I'm gonna wait till at least one day next week. I don't know, whenever I got sick of it. Okay, and that's it. That's it. There's so many other tips, but you know what? That's just some 13 tips that I wrote down. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. Yeah, but I just want to stress, you know, You can go and buy things, but it's better, and you enjoy your journey and you appreciate your hair and you watch it grow if you really investigate and really look into the different things naturally you can do for your hair and the benefits. Like rosemary is like my number one thing, and I didn't learn that on my own. My friend had taught me about it, that rosemary oil, even when my hair was permed, and it worked even when my hair was permed. I used to put it, she used to bring it to me. It was like hair crack to me. Love, love, love rosemary. Alright, you guys, I hope you enjoyed these couple of hair growing tips. And I'll have more for you, but these ones that I've been using for such a long time, and they worked, okay? So please don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. If you have any more tips, you can add them below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.